Ryan, CNN political analyst and White House correspondent for American Urban Radio Networks. April, what the heck happened?
What the heck happened? Well, I'm sure General Kelly is saying that after this tumultuous, tense exchange twice with her last evening, the firing, resignation, dual firing, resignation happened last evening or yesterday, sometime in the evening. I'm still trying to pin that down. But what is known is that General Kelly has been tired of her antics. Even since Ryan's Priebus, no one has known what Omarosa's duties were. You know, I was hearing things before about how Ryan's Priebus would say, look, you're operating outside of the scope of what I have set up here. And she said she would tell him, I don't have to listen to you. Now, here she's making $180,000 of taxpayers' money, and no one knew what she was doing. But what we do know that when General Kelly came in, he was very upset with her behavior, how she was stirring the president up. You know, I would say she was the for the president. The president would be in a good mood, they say, and then she would go in and point out an article or something, a news piece, and it would turn the president's mood. Omarosa is or was a friend of President Trump, and she used to have walk-in access, but that was cut.
Walk-in access to the Oval Office.
Oval Office, and apparently
but General Kelly changed that.
Yeah, he changed that, and that really bothered her. But General Kelly was very upset with a multiplicity of things. It's not just one thing, I'm told, because when I got the word early this morning, I mean, my text messages were coming at me left and right this morning, you know, as I woke up, and one person, one Republican, high-ranking Republican, who text messaged me said that he got word from someone in the White House who said, mission accomplished. So
mission accomplished?
Yes. So the issue is, it's not just Omarosa making General Kelly upset, it's the whole scope. She does not have, she did not have warm feelings with everyone there.
So can we be specific? I mean, when you talk about General Kelly was fed up with her antics, what was she doing? What was she saying that was so upsetting to him?
She would cause problems within the White House. You know, no one knew what she was doing. She would leave, and it's just a whole different thing. And then also this wedding issue. You're going to bring your bridal party into the White House.
So she was getting married, and she wanted to, did she want to have her wedding initially at the White House?
I don't know what she wanted to do, but I know that she brought her bridal party in to take pictures. And that's not, even though you work there, there are certain protocols that are in place, and it trivialized the White House. You know, and then I understand during the back and forth last evening, you know, when they were working out the negotiation or what have you for her to resign and leave January 20th, you know, she was upset. It did not sit well with her. She was saying things like, I helped elect Donald Trump, and she said, I brought the black vote. And General Kelly said, no, you did not. It's not.
Brought the black vote.
I brought the black vote.
That's what she said.
Yeah. And so whatever happened, they were back and forth. There were so many different things. I mean, I'm reporting on it. I've already put out a story on it, and I've talked about it already, but there was a back and forth. I mean, he cited things about how she doesn't get along with the new head of the HBCU initiative. It's just so many different things. And then, you know, that portion of the fight ended. But it didn't sit well with Omarosa. Not only that, not only did Omarosa get fired, but her assistant was fired. So then after that, you know, General Kelly left, but it did not sit well with her. She decides to move on and try to, oh, excuse me, before I go there, she even said to General Kelly, does the president know? He said, yes, he signed off on it. And she said, well, I want to call Donald. And he said, this is not like going to the principal's office. It's done. It didn't sit well with her. When they finished that exchange, she decides, from my sources, to go to the White House, to the residence, go to the residence of the White House, where, again, she does not have walk-in privileges anymore. General Kelly was called, and she continued to try to go in, from what I'm hearing. And General Kelly was called, and he came over, and he told the Secret Service to get her out of here.
What?
So
Wow.
I don't know if she's going to live out her days at the White House until January 20th. But I mean, if you're escorted off campus, you're vulgar, you're screaming and things of that nature. Not only that,
not a good thing.
Right, and not only that, I'm hearing from sources. I mean, people are calling and texting me from everywhere. She's sending emails to an apology email to many people at the White House, saying something of the effect, if I've done something to you, I'm sorry. It's getting out.
Let me jump in. I've got two ladies waiting in the wings. We're going to talk to them. We're all going to have this conversation about the black female vote in Alabama. But Angela Rye and Simone Sanders, come on in. We're talking obviously about Omarosa and I mean, listening to April's story and how she was trying to get into the residence, and we all know that's a no-no. Simone, did you ever have any issues or conversations with Omarosa? Any stories to tell?
Look, much like everyone on this panel, we all know Omarosa, and yes, I've had a run-in with her at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention this summer. And I think what's important to note here is that Omarosa has had a particular brand and style of the way she has operated within the White House, and she likes controversy and high drama. This White House likes controversy and high drama, and so it was only up until recently, apparently, that the White House decided that this has gone too far where Omarosa is concerned, and she had to be removed. But absolutely, she accosted me in the corner at a National Association of Black Journalists Convention in full display in the lobby of a hotel where everyone could see with the former president
in the restaurant.
And so this is I'm not shocked that this happened.
And that same weekend, she came and saddled up next to me trying to do something, again, with the president, the former president of the NABJ, who she's friends with, to stir up some controversy. And we also know, we remember that famous tape with Ed Gordon, where I guess it was Friday, where she was battling it out on the stage. It was very unladylike. It was very, it was ugly.
But the White House also, and absolutely, but the White House condoned this. And so, while again, I'm no fan of Omarosa, I will say that I find it interesting that the high drama high profile African American individual in the White House is no longer to be tolerated. But there are lots of other problematic high drama individuals that still have jobs.
Brooke, go ahead, Angela. I want to hear you, and then I do want to talk about the black vote in Alabama.
I want to talk about the black vote too, but Brooke, I'm going to do what you can't do, and what April and Simone are too good of people to do, and that's just going to be petty for a minute.
Oh, Angela.
Bye,
Angela.
girl.
Oh,
bye.
Angela.
We did it already on the podcast, April, but bye, honey. You have never represented the community. You are skin folk. We don't own you like Zora. Goodbye. Good riddance. Goodbye. Deuces.
Angela,
Ouch.
Angela, you know I have much love for you, but you know what? I don't delight in anyone's demise.
I'm not delighting in her demise. I wish her the best, but
Ladies. I will say again, I don't think I can just speak for myself and maybe some other folks that folks weren't necessarily sad to see Omarosa go today.
Okay.
No.
Omarosa out. We are turning the page, ladies.
Yes.
We're going to talk Alabama.
Before you turn the page, Brooke, before you turn the page.
April, let's go.
Hold on. TMZ is reporting that the president, it would not be beyond the realm of possibility for President Trump to tweet something about, thank you, Omarosa, for your service. So expect that tweet soon.
Stay tuned for Twitter fingers. In the meantime, quick break. Black vote in Alabama. Next.